So friends, today we will study our third model, that is probability distribution. Here meaning of probability is nothing but what? Chances. Meaning of probability is nothing but chances, and distribution is nothing but division. So probability distribution is nothing but division of the chances or division of the outcomes. If the outcome of a trial consists n exhaustive, mutually exclusive, equally possible cases of which m of them are favorable cases to an event E, then probability of the happening of event E, usually denoted by P of E or simply P, is defined to be equal to m by n. Here there are three notations: n, m and E. N is nothing but number of possible cases, m is number of favorable cases, and E is nothing but an event. So here probability of happening of the event E is nothing but, it is also denoted by small p, is defined as number of favorable cases divided by number of possible cases. So number of favorable cases are nothing but here m by number of possible cases are n. So this is our probability of an event E. Here the probability at most be equal to 1, because the number of favorable cases and the number of possible cases can at most coincide with 1. Suppose m cases are favorable to an event E, it may follows that n minus m cases are favorable to an event E bar. That is, if m cases are favorable to an event E, n minus m cases are not favorable. So that event or that set of unfavorable or not favorable cases are denoted by E bar, and probability of this event means unfavorable or not favorable event is denoted as P of E bar. Equivalently, we can write probability of event E plus probability of event E bar is always be equal to 1. If probability of E is equal to 1, then we say that E is an sure event. Suppose probability of E is equal to 0, then this E is called as impossible event. Suppose we toss, for example, suppose we toss a coin, then while tossing a coin, there are two possible outcomes, that is head and tail. So head and tail are the two possible outcomes. So here number of possible outcomes are, that is small n is equal to how much? 2. And suppose I want to find probability of getting head. Suppose I want to find probability of getting head, then number of favorable cases, that is m, are, we will get head once. If you toss a coin once, then you will get head once, that is number of favorable cases 1, because I want to find probability of getting head. So number of favorable case m is equal to 1. Therefore probability of getting head is, that is probability of E is equal to number of favorable cases divided by number of possible cases. Here m is 1 divided by number of possible cases are 2, that is head and tail. Therefore probability of getting head is 1 by 2. Similarly, if I want to find probability of getting tail, Then also number of possible cases are 2, that is head and tail, and the number of favorable cases is also 1, that is tail. So probability of getting tail is also 1 by 2. Next we will see random variable. Random variable. Before random variable, let us see what is random experiment. So random experiments is nothing but when experiment is performed repeatedly, that is some experiment is performed repeatedly, will get different results. So that experiment is called random experiment. While doing some experiment, we will get repeatedly, we will get different outcomes or different result. Then that experiment is called random experiment. Next, what is sample space? So sample space is denoted by capital S. Here sample space is nothing but a set consists all the possible outcomes. A set which consists all the possible outcomes. Here we toss a coin. Here possible outcomes are head and tail. So sample space of this tossing coin is head and tail. Means all possible outcomes. This is nothing but sample space. Now random variable is, as we know that variable is nothing but what? The value which changes. Meaning of variable is the value which changes. Now random variable is nothing but, in a random experiment, if a variable is associated with every outcome, then it is called a random variable or stochastic variable. In other words, a random variable is a function that assigns a real number to every sample point in the sample space of a random experiment. Meaning of random variable is just that which accepts all the values, means it may be positive, it may be negative, it may be real, so it accepts all the values, so that is called as random variable. And these random variables are usually denoted by capital X, Y, Z, etc. And it may be noted that different random variables may be associated with same sample space, yes. And the set of real numbers of a random variable X is called as range of X. Here we have one example. So while tossing a coin, suppose that if you toss a coin, suppose that one value, this one is associate outcome head and 0 for the outcome tail. Then we have sample space is what here? Head and tail, all the possible cases. Then random experiment of H, because here value 1 is associated for outcome H, then random experiment of, random variable X of H is 1, and 0 associate for tail, outcome tail, then random variable of tail is 0. Then range of this random variable X, range of random variable X is given as 0 and 1, that is all these real values 0 and 1. So this is our random variable X. Suppose we toss a coin twice. Here we toss a coin once. Suppose we toss a coin twice, we shall associate two different variables X and Y. So here sample space is what? Here we are tossing one coin twice. So possible, here sample space is what? Once we will get head, again we will get head. If you toss a coin, first time we will get head, again we will get, so this is head. If you get head, then you will get tail, head, tail. First you get tail, then you will get head, then it is tail head. Both the times you will get tail tail. So this is tail tail. So this is our sample space, that is possible outcomes. If I take random variable x as number of heads in the outcome, if I take random variable x as number of heads in the outcome, then the association of elements in S to X is given as outcomes are, here outcomes are what? Head head, head tail, tail head, tail tail. Because I am taking x, that is a random variable, as number of heads in the outcome, therefore our x of h is what? 2, and x of tail is what? 0, because I am taking x as a number of heads in the outcome. So h is associated with 1 and t is associated with 0. Therefore our random variable x is head means 1, that is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 0 is 0. This is the association of an element in S to this random variable x. Suppose I take random variable y as number of tails in the outcome, then our y of head, because I am taking random variable y as number of tails in the outcome, therefore head associate with 0 and tail associate with what? 1. Therefore our outcomes are same: head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail. Then random variable y is given as, because we are taking head associated with 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So see here, in this random variable of x, range of x is what? 0, 1, 2. Here values are not repeated. In the range, as you know that values are not repeated. And here range of y is what? Same: 0, 1, 2. Here range is same for all the probabilities or all the experiment. So again, random variables are divided into two types. One is random variables are divided into two types. One is discrete random variable and another one is continuous random variable. One is discrete random variable and another one is continuous random variable. Discrete random variable is nothing but a random variable takes finite or countably infinite number of values. So discrete means what? Numbers. So discrete means numbers. If a random variable x takes finite or countably infinite values, so these one numbers are always finite, so this is discrete random variable. Countably infinite means leaves of a tree, that is also countable, but it is infinite. So that is the example for countably infinite. If a random variable takes a finite or countably infinite number of values, then it is called as discrete random variable. And continuous random variable is nothing but what? It takes the values in terms of interval, that is infinite values. So that is called as continuous random variable. So discrete, for example, discrete random variables are tossing a coil and observing the outcome. tossing a coin and observing the number of heads turning up, throwing a die and observing the number of numbers on the face. So examples for continuous random variable are weight of articles, length of nails produced by a machine, observing the pointer on a speedometer or voltmeter, conducting a survey on the life of electric bulbs. So next we go for discrete probability distribution. If for each value of xi of a discrete random variable x, we assign a real number p of xi such that p of xi is greater than or equal to 0 and summation of p of xi is equal to 1, then the function p of x is called as probability function. If the probability that x takes values xi of pi, then p of xi is equal to x is equal to xi, which is pi or p of xi. The set of values xi in the interval xi, p of xi is called a discrete or finite probability distribution of the discrete random variable x. Then the function p of x is called probability density function or probability mass function. So the distribution function f of x is equal to p of x is less than or equal to x, which is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to x p of xi. Here this x is an integer, then this function is called as cumulative distribution function. Next we see mean, variance and standard deviation. So mean is denoted by the symbol mu. Here mean is, formula for mean is summation I xi into p of xi. Variance is given as capital V, which is summation of xi minus mu whole square into p of xi, and standard deviation is sigma, that is square root of variance V. So variance can also be taken as V is equal to summation xi square into p of xi minus summation xi p of xi whole square, or summation xi square p of xi minus, now this is nothing but our mean, so it is whole square is there, so mu square. So let us solve one example here. So examples on discrete probability distribution. So I take one example. A coin toss twice. Here we have example. A coin tossed twice. A random variable x represents the number of heads turning up. Find the discrete probability distribution for x. Also find its mean and variance. So first we have to find a discrete probability distribution. By using that we will find mean and variance. Now first we see what is sample space here. So sample space is what? All possible outcomes. Here we are tossing a coin twice. So our sample space is head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail. This is our sample space. Now the association of the element of S to the random variable x are respectively. Now association of elements S to random variable. See here, our random variable, as we saw in last example, random variables associated with this sample space are given as head is there, means 1 plus 1 2, head tail 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1 and 0 plus 0 is 0. This is the values which associate sample space to random variable x. Next, probability of head is given as, probability of an event is nothing but number of favorable cases m divided by number of possible cases. So here number of favorable cases are what? Now we are taking a probability of head and head. First case, first outcome, probability of head and head. Here how many times we will get here? Only once I will get head and head. So number of favorable cases are 1 divided by number of possible cases. How many cases are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 by 4. Next, suppose probability of next head and tail. Probability of head and tail. How many times you will get head and tail? Only once. So 1, that is possible favorable case, divided by number of possible cases, that is 4. Next, probability of tail and head. Only once I got here. So 1 by 4. Next, probability of tail and tail. Probability of tail and tail. So this is also 1 by 4. Next, probability of x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0 means when I got 0 here, when there is no head, means both are tail, then I got 0. Check here. So when there is no head, means both the times I got tail, then it is 0. So probability of x is equal to 0, that is no head. That is what? Probability of tail comma tail. What we have? Probability of tail comma tail into tail is 1 by 4. Next, probability of x is equal to 1. That is when we have 1 here, when the outcomes are head and tail and head. So that is 1 head. Here in these two cases we have 1 head. So what are the cases here? See here, probability of head tail plus, because we have here 2 cases. When x is equal to 1, that is random variable is 1, we have 2 cases, head tail and tail head. So probability of head tail plus probability of tail head. Now we have probability of head tail is 1 by 4 plus probability tail head is 1 by 4, which is 2 by 4. So this is 1 by 2. Next, probability of x is equal to, this is probability of x is equal to, this is random and x is equal to 2. When we got x is equal to 2, when both are head, that is 2 heads. When 2 heads, what is the probability? P of h h. What we have the value of P of h h? 1 by 4. Now the discrete probability distribution for x is given as, the discrete probability distribution for x is given as, first x is equal to xi, first column, next p of xi. When x is equal to xi means all these values, that is our range, that is 0, 1, 2. So then P of xi is what here? When it is 0, then what we have here? P of xi is 1 by 4. When it is 1, what we have? 1 by 2. When it is 2, then what we have? 1 by 4. So this is our P of xi. You can observe here, this P of xi is always positive. This is positive, and summation of this P of xi, that is sum of all these terms, that is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is nothing but 1. So summation of P of xi is equal to 1. Therefore this is our discrete probability distribution for x. Next we have to find mean and variance. So next we have to find, by using this we have to find mean and variance. We have formula for mean is mu is equal to summation of xi P of xi. So summation means sum of the terms. Xi is what? First here xi is means x1, first term. 0 into P of xi is 1 by 4 plus next 1 into 1 by 2 P of xi plus xi is 2 into 1 by 4. This is 0, 1 by 2 plus 2 ones are 2s are 1 by 2. So mean is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1. Next variance. Next is variance. So variance is V is equal to summation of xi minus mu whole square into P of xi. So this is equal to, summation means sum of all the terms. So here xi minus mu whole square. Xi is first, x1 is what? 0 minus we got mu is 1 whole square into P of xi is, when x1 is 0, P of xi is 1 by 4 into 1 by 4 plus next term is after 0 we have here in this 1 minus mu 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 1 whole square into, then what we have? P of xi 1 by 2 here. 1 by 2. Next plus next xi is 2 minus 1 into P of xi is 1 by 4. Here it is square. If you simplify this one, you will get 1 by 2. So we got mean as 1 and variance as 1 by 2. This is our required solution.